Hello! This is Dead Serious and Interesting Ways to Kill People. So, um, there is an angel deck that's been going around, and it's been really good. And I've been trying to get the angels to work, mostly because of this card, Aurelia, the Law Above. She's got Vigilance, Flying, and Haste. Haste is really important in this particular meta because everything is just so fast, right? So you really need something that does that can really hit same turn that you put down. So a lot of these angel decks are using this card, Aurelia's Vindicator. They run four of them. I don't. The whole point of this card is you're supposed to throw it down for disguise, so it goes down, has wards, 2/2. The enemy, if they know you're running angels, probably know what it is, and then you can pop it up. And then for every one you spend beyond the additional four it costs to turn it back into what it's supposed to be, you can actually steal creatures off the board until a Vindicator is dead. So I tried using that a couple times when it came out. Never worked for me. So I was like, screw it. I'm pulling it from the angel decks that I saw. I don't need to run it. And I put in two cards that most angel decks are not running, and I'm not sure why, because my deck's doing very well. And that's Angel Fire Ignition. So there's already a lot of life gain in this deck. But Angel Fire Ignition really ensures that you've got a lot of life, right? So, and that's really what this deck's main defense is, right? It can't get rid of enchantments, can't get rid of artifacts. So you got to have a way to stay alive in the face of those huge creatures that get pulled using that. So Angel Fire Ignition is great, two of them. You can play it four times, and then also I've thrown in Elspeth. So Elspeth is really good because Elspeth, for one, gives a creature lifelink, but also you can also choose to have first strike and vigilance. So a lot of the creatures in this deck already have those things, but Font of Hope doesn't. So it helps Font of Hope. I'm using Inspiring Overseer for draw. Turns Inspiring Overseer for kind of a meh card into a decent card, and then it also can turn Resplendent Angel into a 5/5 with lifelink, so it can spawn off of itself. So the deck is doing insanely well, and I'm just going to show you. It has a lot of burn, which seems to be, it was definitely the thing I stole the most of from the deck. I build angel decks all the time. This is not even close to my sixth deck. This is my sixth deck using the new card. I forget what it's called already. So it is. What I didn't realize, or where I should have been using burn, specifically Helix, to get that life gain back instead of using, the multitude of white cards out there that get rid of stuff, because it gives you life back. And again, that's this deck's goal. So instead of trying to get rid of enchantments, just ignore them like they don't exist. So terribly strange hand. We're gonna go with it anyway, because we got a bunch of helixes there and a lot of cards, and we're not gonna throw that down yet. He can think we're just a regular Boros deck like everyone else is playing. So he's red, so he's laughing because he's gonna beat us, right? Because he's a Boros, because right, he's really fast and stuff. So we're just gonna let him play. He's gonna try and drop something. Oh, he's gonna drop a chick. Let's see if he tries to drop something on there. I'm certainly not gonna let that stand. Let's get rid of you. Oh, perfect. So let's throw up our probably my favorite card, honestly, is Steel Seraph. It just does so much. If you had like Ward 2, it'd be the best card in the world. But let's see what he's going to do to get it. Yep, knock it down. That's fine. And he's going to attack again. Hopefully, put something on it so that we can take something away from. Oh, he's got two chicks out. Double chicks. Every man's dream. And let's dump you. This is where red decks start to worry because now they're getting down on their cards. They have no way to draw. And see, this is where Aurelia comes in handy, right? So haste immediately, too big to kill with burn is a general rule, and so she's going to get 4 in on him. And let's see if he doesn't quit. Oh, he's going to go for it. Oh, obliterating bolts. He was waiting to use that. And what comes up? Another one, another Aurelia. I run 4 because I use them like I think of this deck, or at least I think of haste creatures more as spells like shock and helix, because you shouldn't really depend on a haste creature to live. Is the way that I look at it, because they're really giving their all. What's he gonna hit me with? Another one of those. Damn, he's got a lot of 4/5 spells. That's really weird for a red deck, but smart, smart. So the gods of magic are clearly on my side, as they've given me my third one. I think this was 2 in a row, and that's 3 in less than 15. That's pretty good. That's pretty good shuffler shenanigans. I'd be mad if I was him, because I did get a lot of land, which is okay because I have so much life gain that I'm not worried about being sort of in creature deficit to a red deck. But like, I'm at 19, he's at 8. I'm not worried. Here, I'll even shoot this down. I should have waited. I got too excited. Get rid of you. Hey, there we go. Other thing that I find important to run in this deck is for land, because your creatures are so big, you're not going to be doing 3 and 4 drops in a turn. So you are going to find yourself in the position I'm in currently, where I don't have. We're going to do 2 zaps on you, buddy. Where I currently don't have any creatures, but I have the ability to put out this land card, right? So, because you really should always be doing damage, especially when you've got a deck like this that really is based on momentum than anything else, right? Again, you can't get rid of enchantments, you can't get rid of artifacts. Those are everywhere in this meta. So, like there's a couple of artifacts and a couple of enchantments that when they go down, you groan internally. Um, so we got to get rid of those, or sorry, we can't get rid of those. So we need to push past them, and you do that with momentum by just so much damage, right? And again, we're right there. So we're gonna throw our land card up. He doesn't have anything to fight it, so it's gonna go and it's gonna do 3. I'm not sure why he didn't hold back. Maybe he wasn't paying attention. And then now we've got a 2/2 flyer with vigilance, which I am not gonna in any way block. And again, so he's got, what's he got? It doesn't matter. He's got squee, so it's all over. That's actually one of the longest games I've played against a red deck with this deck, because normally it wins so quickly. I'm only at 90%. I dropped like a brick after I got into Epic, because I started playing around, and I was playing a Boros deck like everybody else was, but I was trying to do some shenanigans with direct damage, and it led me down a rabbit hole that didn't get there. And then I saw this Angel deck, and I was like, you know what? I've got a bunch of Angel decks. I'm gonna pull them out. So I took a look at a couple what other people were doing, and I was like, really, they're just using burn where I'm using removal, and it seems to be the big difference. Though part of me really wants to go back in and put in some of the normal removal, mostly for I worry about things like planeswalkers, and there are some enchantments that can come out early that can just bone you, and it feels weird to run without any of that kind of removal. I kind of like a deck that that can do all the things, and unfortunately that's why some of my decks really suck, because I'm like so obsessed with like, okay, what's my removal plan, what's my right, and sometimes if you just go all in on a deck like red decks, right, red decks are all about haste right now. This guy wants me to kill him so he can get all of his juicy stuff from this, and I'll let him have it. There, you get your treasure and your scry. So it's weird to go all in, but it is an effective strategy. It is an effective strategy in this particular block. I think that's really the only way you can win. Like if you're gonna go, like right now we see a lot of like land decks, right? Like where they're using like 35, 40 land, and using a lot of get land and a lot of like land shenanigans with all the green cards that let you bring all your land cards back. There's like two of them that I know of. There might even be a third that I'm not thinking of. And so it's you got to go all in on that. You can't just be like, well, I'm gonna sort of do this. You really need to go full in on the land deck, and it's effective. You can run these land decks. Doesn't make sense, but I've seen them in multiple colors. I've seen them all colors, and they're effective, even though they've got like an insane amount of land, and really their mechanic is really buried, but you just start moving a lot of land, and all of a sudden you've got 25 land out, and you've got an X card in front of you, and you do something ridiculous, or you get virtue out. That's the other big thing for them. They want to get the green virtue out so that they can get all the land. So that's my advice. If anyone's watching this and they're like, I'm failing in this block, what do I do? My advice that's been working for me is go all in. Don't build a jack of all trades deck. Build an all-in deck. If you find your mechanic, just like pound that mechanic. Do it 3, 4 times. Like work every piece you can into that mechanic, which I know we all do, right? But I build my deck in blocks. Like I think of like, okay, here's the draw. These cards are going to get me draw, and they have synergy with my main component. That's what I try to do, synergy, right? But again, I think again, if you just go all in, I think you'll do a lot better. So I went all in Angels. Well, that card's really not going to do much for you against me, though it is going to stop my Angel Fire Ignition, which I was totally going to play next turn, but I have 4 lands, so it's all right. Or sorry, it's totally not going to stop my Angel Fire Ignition. And what's he throwing down here? Oh yeah, this is a great card. Give all your humans hexproof and indestructible. Juicy. That is juicy. Let's throw that down. Let's do, you know what? Let's do that. And then we'll play it on you, and then we'll get the extra card. He thinks he's winning. Because most Angel decks have been, like at least the Angel decks that I've been playing have been really lame. But there's something about this mix with the Helix that makes it work. Ooh, 4/3. We're gonna have to get rid of that creature. Plans have changed. Okay, so let's get rid of you because you are not allowed to be around. You're too much trouble. Oh, he's gonna give everybody hexproof. Okay, cool. All right, go attack because we're in trouble now. Oh yeah, and that's, oh no, I forgot that's got reach. Fuck. So stupid. I always forget this card has reach. Every time. Every time I forget it has reach. Oh, this card's a real pain for me today. Okay, that's all right. I think I'm gonna lose. Holy shit. This will be my first loss in like 20 games, honestly. Yeah, that's hard to beat. But yeah, we're gonna get double cards. We're gonna have 2 angels in a second. Unless he's got some kind of cancel or something. Okay. Nice! And if you want to block that, that'd be great. I'd appreciate that. That would really help me out. Okay, so now we got 2 angels. Doesn't really matter. That thing's going to be 7/5 next turn. But I will be able to throw Ignition on again. If I get another card, I can always throw it Elspeth. Now he's got a Unifier out. This guy's deck is wacko. Oh, I get you. Oh, I didn't even realize they're all legend. Yeah, I'm dumb. That's a good deck. Yeah, I'm gonna concede that. He got. I mean, I'd have to see this deck. I mean, it's really lucky that he got 5 colors out. And there's some luck there. Some big time luck. Who am I to complain? I had 3 of those haste angels in a row. 2 of them in a row. Sometimes the shuffler's on your side. Sometimes the shuffler is not on your side. Oh, this guy's name is Sir. Well, sir, I look forward to playing you. Let's see. That's a pretty decent hand. Because of Font of Hope, you can generally go with two, even though you've got a lot of fours and threes. I try to. It's not the best ramp, that is for sure, but it is ramp, right? So like I don't even really care. Well, that's not true. It's not. It's the big deal for me is not the fact that it bumps angels up because it does. Every time you throw an angel down, you get an additional juiciness. I'm gonna throw down this soft angel first because I wanted land. Um, so every time for every angel that's already sitting on the board, an angel that you put down gets an extra +1/+1. So, oh, I didn't want you to do that. Oh, you made me sad. You made me sad, guy. I had a plan. I was gonna get lots of angels. Now I'm just gonna attack you. Boo. The nice part about this deck is when you keep it at 3 for most stuff, um, it it moves really fast. And we are gonna throw you down. No, you know what? Let's give you one more because we might be able to throw you down for 6. Let's throw down this Archangel of Wrath with a burn, which is good. Carrying a bunch of these is important because if you think of it this way, I've got 4 of those, and then I've got 4 Helix, and I've got 4 Lightning Bolt, right? So you got 12 burn. That's a lot of burn, right? That's going to take care of tiny creatures, which is what most of the meta is, right? He's going to dump the yeah, it doesn't matter. He killed the battlefield, but we're going to come back. And again, we come back with this, and we hit with 1. I was listening to another streamer, and he made a great point about this. I can't remember his name, something blue, covert, go to blue. And he was like, if you have a Cavern Souls, which defies counters, you can't counter if it's the right creature type. You could actually throw down for 4 damage that's unstoppable if you've got 6. 4 unstoppable damage for 6 mana is amazing. That is quite the deal. So we're going to throw down Aurelia here. Probably pronouncing her name wrong. I don't care. And that's going to be the end of the game because it goes generally that fast. Oh, well, I said that, but maybe he's got something up his sleeve. Oh, he's got a Wandering Emperor! Oh, snap! So he's going to exile that. We're going to do 4, but it's pretty much over next turn. Unless he's got something else. Oh my god, he does! Look at me. Oh, see, I got too big for my bridges. That was hubris right there. In case anybody wanted the definition of hubris, what happened over the last minute and a half, that's the definition. Alright, now that you've made me feel silly and, oh, now you're throwing up something. Man, why can't you just die like a normal human being? This is not a problem. We just need him to go return permanent. So he's returned Wandering Emperor. Schnazzy. Hey, look! Who's back? Aurelia. So we'll throw her down. We'll go in for the attack. He's probably going to block. No? Okay. Strange knowing how much burn I have. So he's 1 away. Unless he's got some life going on. He's going to exile that. He's got an Emperor. Return permanent. Yeah, he's done. That's a good game. That direct life damage, I always ignore direct damage. Oh, I dumb. I always ignore direct damage to the player, and that's been a huge mistake of mine that I've realized recently. That it's not, well, maybe not a mistake, but something that I definitely don't consider enough. And I do like direct damage. It's not like I've never used it before. But I normally when I go creatures, I don't really think of it as an aside, which is crazy considering what red does. Red does that all the time. And white red definitely has the ability to do it. It's got the burn, but I always choose the white removal, right? I like the idea of finality. Hey, this planeswalker, doesn't matter how big it is. Hey, this creature, no matter how big it is, it goes away. I really like that. Oh no, that's bad. He's gonna do 8 life. Oh, brutality. See, I don't have anything to get rid of that. That's a problem. What's he returning? Exile up to one creature. Return the creature. He's gonna exile. Oh, that's smart. So that it doesn't the exile part doesn't come back in. Ha! That's very smart. I'm not gonna win. He's got me. It's very smart though. Holy shit, is that smart? And that's at 5. Like he's already won his life back, and there's not much I can do. I'm tempted to. No, don't do that. Just put it there, and then we can attack. Yeah, I don't see this being good. He's going to play this again, exile up to one creature. Yeah, he's going to get. Yeah, he's got it, and then he's just going to keep doing that until all my creatures are gone. Okay, good game. It's a good mechanic. I haven't seen anybody play that mechanic before. Kind of a limited combo if you here I was talking about how good this guy. I've lost 2 in a row. How kind of a limited combo against non-creature decks, which there are many of. All right, one more game to prove this deck doesn't suck. All right, this is pretty good. We're actually going to dump the Aurelia in favor of keeping the Elspeth because I've got 4 of the Aurelias and only 2 of the Elspeths, and they're both uh, they're both fat. So we'll see how it goes. See if I made the right choice. So what are you playing? I see. I see. I see. I see. Angel. Let's play you. I go in there and attack. Take his damage. Because he's going to do a lot of. It's going to be a lot of this creature dies, take 2. This creature dies, take 2. I mean, I don't know why you're getting rid of that. That wasn't doing anything to you. It's just sitting there being friendly. Unnecessary aggression. Considering I had an actual land card there. Why do you want me to kill that so I take 2 points of damage? Well, I'd rather take 1 point of damage. How do you like them apples, buddy? I'm going to play Aurelia for 5, and we're going to go and attack for 10, which is always a good way to sort of set the mood. Yeah, and he quits. All right, let's go again. Let's keep the ride going. Let's try to get up to 93 or 94. Jesus, can't believe how far I dropped. I haven't been in the 80s in like over a year. That's what happens when you go down a rabbit hole, though. If you're just gonna start like because you got to test your decks. I mean, I hate playing in non-ranked because people just don't give a shit. They just like as soon as they don't get anything, they drop or they take forever in turns. It seems to be the place where people build a deck and then load the game up and then don't play the game. I don't understand that, but it does seem a place where that happens. Very strange. What is this guy playing? Is this a land deck? Let's see. What have you got? Yeah, he's doing some kind of land shenanigans. Though he's not playing the big fat deck. A lot of people are playing this 68 deck or this 80 card deck I've seen. where they get a lot of land, and the goal seems to be to either hit you with a bunch of X cards, any card that's got an X in it, X damage, X copy, and just basically turn the board state right against you. You know what? Let's put out Cabinet of Souls. That's a much better choice. And let's throw out Angel of Wrath, which unfortunately we can't burn with because we don't have enough land out, which is fine because we're going to put her really next turn and she's going to be 6. Oh, or not, because he's going to do an ill-timed explosion. Ill-timed explosion is basically the Wrath card for blue-red, though it doesn't look like he threw anything down. We're going to do that. He's going to be sad now. This is likely where he quits because we're going to do 10 points of damage. This deck often swings for like 10 and 8, which is demoralizing. Oh, he's got another ill-timed explosion. Let's see if this one works. Unexpected, though I do have 9 points of burn in my hand. So, okay, not the worst thing that's ever happened, but we're going to pop up this. We're going to throw this down. And as long as he doesn't kill that creature or have any counter, we win the next round. Again, burn direct, right? Direct burn. Oh, he did get a little life gain. Oh, there we go. He's returning all his cards. So now he's got 10 zillion cards. And if he's got something, let's see. There's a bunch of stuff he could be running. There are 2 direct damage cards that have X's in them. One's blue-green, or sorry, one's green-red, one's just red. He could be running that. So let's do this. We can zap him for 1. And then we'll throw that in. Again, as long as one of our creatures lives and he doesn't... Man, that's 3 in a row. How many did he pull that in? Half his deck. I'd be kind of a jerk to complain about that. Though he has so much land in there, I don't know why he's playing this. The odds of you pulling land are really high. Other land card. Oh, and he got more land cards for the land cards. That's probably not what you wanted. And do I have a... I do. Okay, so we're going to throw down a Become card. Go out there. Go get him. You'll be 3/3. See if he blocks. Hopefully he doesn't. No, he's blocking. This guy's so close to dying, and I just can't get to him. Even with all that burn sitting there. So close. Oh, more life, because he's got life give cards. Right, because he's got life land, right? Smarty pants. Right, because they give you 1 life. Right, right. Right. Any minute now, he's going to hit me with that card. Let's do 28 points of damage. That might be why he's not hitting me with it, because he can't kill me. Oh, I couldn't use I used the counter on the wrong card. Memory Deluge, that's fine. But he played it with a 60 card. See, and now he's running into the problem of running this with a 60 card deck. He's got 21 cards left. I've got 45. If I was a mill deck, he'd be in serious trouble. Like, there are 2 or 3 cards that would just destroy a deck like this. Oh, there's the Virtue. So now he's going to hit me with he's going to hit me with an X card. It's going to be either going to copy, though he can't copy that because it's a legend, or he's going to throw out an X. He's going to do X amount of damage. I mean, this deck is a lot of fun. These decks, these oh man, his life back. Oh, that life gain is unreal. I didn't realize how good the life gain was on these decks. Um, I mean, it's a fun deck to play, but again, like there are a lot of mill decks out there, or where mill is a component, or you've got the Jace, right? All you need is Jace against a deck like this. He's at 17. You throw your Jace down, he's at 2, right? Like it's over. So I mean, it's a very dangerous deck to play. He just happened to play like a, where my all in is creatures. He's been, I think I wouldn't say he's been lucky. Um, but I certainly maybe haven't as played as well. Yeah, there we go. So now he's going to duplicate his virtues. Okay, to what end? So now he's got 10 zillion mana. He's going to. There we go. Yeah, so he does 40 damage. So I mean, it's a fun deck to play because you get to hammer home somebody for 40 damage. But again, very easy to destroy. If you've got, I would say there's two decks in the meta that would run that deck right through. That being said, I still think my Angel deck is better. Not better than that deck. I mean, if we were in a situation where I had a sideboard, I don't know what I would do. Maybe play my own X card. Maybe bring in Knight of whatever it is to get do my own. Hey, you can't. I'm going to take all your life away from you. And dumb. It's dumb. Played that dumb. Dumb, dumb, dumb. Dumb, dumb, dumb. Mistakes will kill you every time. Resplendent Angel. I've got one of those. Angel. And let's put you down. It is hard to beat that haste. Angel Fire, good move, buddy. Uh, you come in and attack, you could have it. How much I can do? I mean, I do have my own Angel Fire, but I can't play it. And I'll play that. He's probably. Oh, I should have done that. You know what? I'm going to do it anyway. Play that. Yep. We need the. We need the bodies. I could really use like a. Yeah, that's bad news. Got screwed by my cards. There we go. Now we can do some damage. Um, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw that on there like that. You go get them. There's a giant angel for you. We'll throw out Elspeth next turn, and that's why I carry Elspeth. Oh, Seraph, best card in the game. You're gonna give this guy life. But yeah, but I'm gonna kill him. Weird. Okay. I do not understand your choices. I'm going to play this. And I am going to give you first strike. Go out there and cause some trouble. I know, it's unfair, right? Oh, I wonder what that is. So I know what that is. That's that stupid angel that when you turn it up, it takes the creature with it for as many as you can. He can do one, so I know what that is. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to kill that. This is why I don't carry this angel, because it's clear what it is. Let's make sure I'm 100% right. not some jerk. See? Yeah, it is. And it is not worth it. I can't get behind it. I'm sure somebody's listening to this and being like, this guy is so dumb. You are welcome to your opinion, but when I play it, it's just too much. There's so much better that you could be spending your 5 mana on, or more, that you need to play it. And an Elspeth is far better. Like right now, I'm gonna put out 3 angels, and they're all gonna take advantage of this. So they're gonna be like 7/7, 8/8, 9/9, and again, the angel deck loses to me. So yeah, so I'm gonna show that deck one more time because YouTube doesn't let me post decks because I'm not cool. So it's a pretty common deck in a lot of ways. You'll see it a lot. Um, I would recommend putting in the Secluded Garden. That way you can take advantage of Archangel twice with its kicker, so that it's absolutely worth it just to have that 1 black mana in there. I run for Font of Hope. I run for Lightning Strike. I run for Helix, and the goal of these is really to end the game with them. I run Inspiring Overseer for the draw and the fact that it gives you 1 life. Resplendent Angel, 2 Angel Fire Ignitions, for Archangels of Wrath, Elspeth the Resplendent, because she gives you an ending game. She also lets you do draw, and most importantly, she can give you guys lifelink and first strike, so they have some advantages. And then Aurelia, the Law of Above, play 4 of those. It's absolutely worth it, especially with Boros out there putting out like a whole bunch of creatures. Actually, it's not just Boros. There's also that black green deck. I can't remember what it's called right now. The Insidious decks where they throw out a whole bunch of tokens. So when somebody does that, every time anybody attacks with more than 3 creatures, you get to draw. And if a player attacks with 5 creatures, Aurelia does 3 damage to each opponent, and you gain 3 life. So, like that right there is a great little bonus, knowing that everyone's playing these big fat decks. So, if you haven't tried Angels, I would definitely try them. Flying is really an awesome ability in this meta. There's not a lot of stuff with reach. In fact, make sure everything check. Don't be a jerk like me. Make sure you check in everything that you're fighting against has reach. Otherwise, if you've got any comments, please put them down below. Have a great day. This is Dead Serious. Interesting ways to kill people.